Gene made a comment that he questioned why cops never looked into the white Cadillac rental car that was used, that Keefe D and T Brown and Dre and Orlando Anderson rode in when they did the Tupac thing in Vegas. Um, why do you feel like he thinks this wasn't addressed or this wasn't looked into?
Because Gene's a clown, like I said earlier in the episode. Gene's a big old clown. Gene's is somebody that's just setting up, talking, don't even research and investigate things to the point that he should. Since he wanted to be so involved in something where he was probably somewhere with his 355-pound wife laying in the bed eating, and probably they were somewhere eating. Uh, and then he wanted to put himself in that investigation so much into the Tupac. Because the Biggie thing, I want to just be honest, I call it ball a ball, strike a strike. Biggie shit just don't get that much love and coverage like Tupac. So he elects to talk on the Tupac subject and put his opinions on there because Reggie Wright speaks the truth. So y'all really don't really like hearing Reggie talking about the shit, but y'all can go and listen to somebody else talk because how he speaks or for whatever reason. But we all know from Murder Rap that they knew about T. Brown mother renting the car. It wasn't T. Brown. He talking about lock him up, lock him up. Well, we all know that T. Brown, but he don't know that that task force, just like they were following around Keefe D and got him, just like they were following around Reggie Wright and tried to get him on something, and just like they was following around Teresa Swan and did whatever they did to her to get her to say whatever she allegedly said. They were trying to do that to T. Brown as well. He was doing jacks. They had information that he was robbing people. And they were trying to catch him in the act of doing a robbery. But when you go to people, or when you have a task force like that, you just surveillance people. You follow them around. And then you get them on something. You don't just go to them and bring them to the box. If you ain't learned anything about from Reggie Wright, Reggie Wright always tell y'all, they bring y'all in the box, do what? Shut your motherfucking ass up. Put me in my cell. Take me where you got to take me. I have nothing else to say. I say it a little nicer. I always say, just tell them, hey, officer, come on. If you was in my situation that you saying that I am in or facing, what would you do? What would you advise your loved one to do? That's what I'm electing to do. I need to talk to my attorney. I have nothing to say to you until my attorney get here, sir. That's all you got to say. And so they knew that that's what most people say, especially people that been through it. After you done been through it once or twice, trust me, you learn to shut the fuck up. I know a lot of y'all don't know. Y'all, okay, because you ain't never been in that situation. And if so, you did whatever you had to do, snitch, to get out of that situation. But I'm just telling you, shut up, freeze. And so they knew that's what Terrence would have done. So they were following him, trying to get him, and then once they got the investigation, and Keefe D laid it out, they were kind of satisfied, but they turned it over to Vegas. Theirs was this detective, Brent Becker, and his partner. I forget who his partner was. At that time, in 1995, in 1996, they did not want to solve the Tupac Shakur murder. 2023, they trying to solve it. But in 1996, they wasn't. They came, like I told y'all, they came to the police station to interview two witnesses. John always correct me when I say it, but Gaddafi and Edie. I personally took them down there myself. They were going to possibly look at what they call a photo six-pack. I believe they were going to identify them. Don't know it. Not putting anything out, but I really believe they were. The Vegas police picked an argument with them. Why y'all come down here with Death Row or Reggie? Why y'all didn't come down here when we were trying to get y'all to come and talk? Oh, we don't want to talk to y'all now. Y'all should have came when we were trying to talk to y'all. Picked an argument with them. If you're a good investigator, you don't care who brought them down. All you want is for them to ID somebody and get on. My point is, the reason why they didn't follow up on the lead about the Cadillac, because they didn't want to solve that case. They didn't want it. Or prejudice, laziness, or didn't know how. I don't know. But I believe if they was in a position like that, they were good enough cops to solve it if they wanted to. I just believe that they didn't want to for whatever reason. And so that'll be a question that y'all have to ask Brent Becker to why he didn't follow up on the lead that Sergeant Robert Baker from the Compton Police Department, when he found out where the car was, who rented the car, and who repaired the cars from gunshots. I don't even go that deep. He found all that out. There was a place I always talk about called Untouchable Sounds, which my boy Melvin Horde and them, he owned. That was the biggest weed spot in Compton for any of y'all that around Compton knows about. Or y'all might have heard this dude Big Spanky getting killed at. Well, it was another location, but the same company. My point is to all of that is they had an informant. Bobby Baker had an informant that told him that they repaired the car and sent it back to the rental car place. So all of that was investigated. Everybody knew who it was, but they just didn't want to solve the case then. They could have solved the case then, and hopefully now, like I always told y'all, there's going to be somebody that's going to, or a DA that's going to have enough guts, enough balls one day, just like they did with Bill Cosby. Dig up a case and say, hey, I want to solve this case. This case been on our books too long. And that's what's happening in Keefe D. It wasn't because they didn't go into that house looking for no bullets. They didn't care about no fucking bullets. They didn't expect to find no bullets. They went in there to do a fishing expedition, just like with your boy Donald Trump. Yes, they always bring that up, but I bring that up because I know y'all know about it. It's something current that's going on. You remember when they raided his house a few months, going through all of that stuff that they got out of the house, and then they come back with what? An indictment 2 to 3 months later? That's what's happening to our boy Keefe, y'all. Y'all friend. Nigga that y'all miss on YouTube for entertainment. That's bragging about killing somebody that y'all supposedly love. Peace.